Hendo here with Average Use Slowpitch. Today we're getting a chance to bring you the brand new Juno final chapter volume 4. So you can see on the back, the end. I don't know if that means this is the last one of this line for flip or whatnot, but we're gonna go ahead, take this thing out here. We're gonna put only probably about 50-ish swings on it. This one did test, and you'll see that here in a second, right at about 250, 255 out of the wrapper. So it's definitely game ready. I'm assuming that means it definitely is not meant to BP a whole bunch, so we don't want to overdo it, but we want you to see obviously how this thing performs. So if it's going to be gas straight out of the wrapper and you can game it, great. That's all we're going to show you. Get the velo test, go from there. If for whatever reason it seems like it needs some swings to open up and it's still going to hold that compression, then we'll throw more swings on there for you. But I'm anticipating 40, 50 swings at most. Typically the Junos that start a little bit lower, they're great out of the wrapper. I saw recently, I believe Flip actually just won a home run derby at one of the bigger tournaments here with this bat. And I'm guessing it was probably pretty close to being out of the wrapper as well. So we'll get those swings for you, come back, final compression test, and then get your final thoughts. Yeah, this thing.
Juno sounds good too.
Juno sounds great. Again, this is the UTH 43. I don't know if we mentioned that. So stiffer handle. For me, has to be stiffer handle on these Junos, but Flip always has a great product. God. All right. And I found normally for me the 12-inch barrel bats, I feel like the ball usually comes off a little hotter, but this one feels every bit as good as the backwoods. So it's real nice to see, so you have a little bit of a bigger barrel, a little more forgiving. Yeah, because of where this started compression, again, it was right at 250, 255. We're not gonna put a ton of BP swings on it. Obviously it's game ready. The whole idea here is just to show you how it performs. And as you've seen, we're 10 swings in and the ball is absolutely flying off the barrel. So we'll get about 10, 15 more. Let Junior, or actually, Junior's not gonna swing this one. We're gonna let Wally take a couple hacks, then we'll velo and go from there. Oh, man. Okay, it felt like a miss, but we just cleared our batter's eye easy. So again, the forgiveness on this thing is unreal. Holy moly. All right, well, again, game ready, absolutely game ready. I mean, from swing number 1, ball's jumping off. You saw with the velo too, this thing's cooking. So if you're somebody who wants that game ready, you like the stiffer handles, I'd go UTH 43. If you like flex here, I gotta imagine the barrel performs the same, obviously just a little more flex. So 13-inch barrel, super forgiving. Whole thing feels like a giant sweet spot. Felt relatively impossible to miss. Good feel in the hands, great sound, great feedback. Really no negative thoughts, but we'll still get that final compression and then kind of get to our final thoughts from there. Well, normally, until I switch this back base on my camera, that charge battery pack shot.
85 miles per hour. 90 miles per hour. 86 miles per hour. 80 miles per hour. 94 miles per hour. 91 miles per hour. 97 miles per hour. 99 miles per hour. 105 miles per hour. 110 miles per hour. 96 miles per hour. 99 miles per hour. 95 miles per hour. 107 miles per hour.
All right, real quick, let's see where this final compression's at on our final chapter, or the end, and sitting right on 220. So yes, it's failing. However, again, as we mentioned before, based on the fact that it started at 250, I expected it to be kind of a game-ready bat. And as we mentioned, it was hot pretty much immediately straight out of the wrapper. So just for the sake of consistency, we do it with every time we have a bat under 240. We're gonna throw the calibrator on there, make sure everything's good to go with that. But to be expected, this is one of those ones, again, take out of the wrapper, game it. Don't BP it like we did. As you can see there, just barely above 350, so well within calibration, what we expected. So with that final chapter, pull it out of the wrapper. If you really want to BP it, throw 10, 15, 20 swings on it with the 52s, but then put that bat in your bag and just game it. It'll last you, I'm sure, for a little while there. With the kind of swings we're putting on it, trying to max perform it for velo tests, things like that, we do expect to see the compression come down a little bit faster, but if you game one of these, I think you'll see it last you for a while at that point. So just something to kind of keep in mind, but incredibly hot out of the wrapper, and we'll talk about it more in the final thoughts. All right, and we're field swing, velo test, and compression test complete here with the Juno final chapter. And just as I kind of thought with that initial compression, this thing was incredibly hot straight out of the wrapper. It felt impossible to miss. Every bit of the 13-inch barrel was hot as can be. I mean, minus very, very end or the handle, but what bat's gonna be. And then as we saw at the velo, triple digits pretty darn easy. So again, this is one of those bats. If you're somebody who really wants to get the feel for the bat before swinging it, fine, take it out. Maybe put just some 52s on there, kind of figure out where that sweet spot is, and then throw in a handful of Classic M's Pro M's. But it definitely doesn't need BP. This thing's gonna be gassed straight out of the wrapper. I would gladly take this thing out there and game it. The model we swung, again, I don't know if we mentioned earlier, this is the UTH 43, so stiffer handle, which for me with the Junos makes a huge difference. But for me with pretty much any of the bats, I'm looking for kind of those stiffer handles. So if you're somebody who doesn't really like the stiffer handle, just remember you can go down in stiffness here. The lower the number on the UTH for Juno, the flexier the bat's gonna be. So just something to kind of keep in mind. But all in all, a great product. If you wanna pick one of these up, you can head over to Juno Athletics, use code ADS, that'll save you at checkout. If you forget that, it's easy, head down the description. We've got the link tree. You'll see our Juno link down there with that discount code ADS as well as a whole bunch of other companies like Bruce Bolt, Headbanger Sports, whatever it might be. So if you need some batting gloves, some apparel, different bats that you might want, whatever it is, we've got it all down there for you, trying to get you the best price possible. If you just want help deciding, or if you just want help placing the order, feel free to reach out to us. All that info is in the link tree as well, averagedudeslowpitch.com. We've got a way for you to text us, email us, any of the social medias, whatever it might be, and we'll get you squared away with the best pricing, fastest shipping. With that being said, we hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.